Hello and welcome to Vibra Finance. My name is Lindsay. Tonight, Adam and I are going to be talking about what's going on in the market. He's going to be dropping some crypto alpha. As promised in the thumbnail, it is not just a teaser. I have Pulsechain hats and some Pulsechain swag cards to give away. Now, these are not just any regular little cards. These are stop you in your tracks. Stop what you're doing. Look at me. I am fancy pants kind of cards. These are amazing onboarding tools, and they have been so fun in any situation. Cannot wait to give one live away. So we'll be talking about all of that. And we're also going to be talking about how right Adam was. But instead of me just talking about it, we'll listen to him and what he had to say about Ethereum and their staking. We'll give him a little introduction. But before we do, we'll listen to this little video here. Sorry, guys. I got so gross as listening to how right he was. And I guess there's no sound on it either. But anyway, you could tune in. You probably already did tune in the episode, but in case you missed it, you can give a little jump back in time, find that episode, and you can listen to some in real time alpha from Adam. And I believe that was back in August talking about Ethereum and their staking. So if I can get my mouse to get their butt over there, we'll take a look in the market and then we'll get him. Hi.
There we go.
What's
going on?
Oh, I'm crushing it tonight. Nothing's going on in retrograde around here, that's for sure.
Oh, get it under control over there so we can get moving here.
Well,
what up, Erwin? What up, Bobby? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I don't know why there's no sound on them closed clips. I can't figure out what's up with the computer, even when you unmute it. But it was just a clip of me in January saying that Bitcoin's basically going to go up to 30,000, retrace, and then pump back up by like April-ish. So we're right on pace with that. And then the other headline was DeFi looking, I forget what the headline was, but something that DeFi was going to be gone because of regulation. And now this past week, we see that Europe is basically legalizing everything. It's the polar opposite. So all the stuff that we thought, that we saw, we predicted, it's all fallen into place. Pulsechain is here, and it can't be a better time. You know, we see liquid staking people are flooding the exchanges, which is awesome. People are listening, not your keys, not your crypto. And as a result, they will find the king of DeFi, which is Hex. And Lido right there, the second biggest gainer. I don't even count Pepe, but besides Hex. People that don't know about Hex are going to hear about it, and it's our turn to shine. You know, last bull run, I spent showing Hex to people, getting made fun of, this, that, you're being scammed, Richard's a scammer. Well, now it's our turn.
Yes, you know, the upside.
Yeah, exactly. You believe you're rewarded, I think.
Yeah, where did Rocket Pool go? There we go. Rocket Pool was up 1% for the day, but taking a little bit down. But you have two options with Ethereum, right? Here we go. Ethereum staking tokens, Lido, Rocket Pool, and they're soaring in double digits for the week. Well, not maybe one of them was. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Where was Lido? Lido was at 10%, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Just been the article.
Anyway, there we go. Go ahead. Well, anyway, so you have two choices on ETH. You can be a validator, which costs you 32 ETH, or you can do some liquid staking with other protocols like Lido, Rocket Pool. Where are the other ones here? So anyway, but they're having some hiccups. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we saw was FUD, right? Every single upgrade that was coming with ETH, if it was Shanghai, if it was Chapella, if it was whatever an upgrade is coming, there's FUD. ETH is going to fail. Every thing for the last year has been negative. Oh no, ETH 2.0, is it going to shut down? It's the next Y2K. It's all fear. The opposite is happening. And, now we have a legitimate alternative to Ethereum. I still have not ended. I had another stake come due today. I ended that one and a one from a week ago on Pulsechain, and they're both sitting on ETH because I'm not right now paying 80 Gwei or something, whatever it is now. It's too much. I'm just going to wait until late tonight until it drops down into hopefully the 50s, but still hundreds of dollars to end a stake. That's why Pulse was created, for hexagons to not be raped by fees. And man, it's just what a time.
Yeah, absolutely. What a good time. Good talk about fortuitous timing. Here we go with the block. What's going on with the block? Well, like you said, with Ethereum and the continued FUD with up to the headlines here. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, I just couldn't see it.
There we go.
Well, these are the headlines that were up for every upgrade for the last 4 Ethereum upgrades. It's all negative. No matter what's coming, there's FUD just to get clicks. If someone writes an article saying, well, it looks like all is well, the upgrade's going to come through, the price is going to move 4%, it could go up or it could go down, don't expect too much volatility, no one's going to read it. So you need to scare people. You need clicks. It's all about clicks. And now we don't even need to pay attention to it.
No, because this whole thing was for about an hour on Friday.
Yeah. And these are just what people are seeing. And if you just scrolled on Twitter the last couple of days, all you saw was Pulsechain failed, Pulsechain's broken, Well, I'm pretty sure Polygon and Avalanche and Phantom couldn't handle Zen. And Pulsechain was fine. 10,000 pulse per dollar. No big deal. If you spent $3 or $4 or $5, you can't do anything on ETH for less than 10 to 20 right now. So, I'm not really worried about it at all. It was a one-time thing, and what's the alternative?
What is the alternative? Well, I mean, that they're getting all the kinks out of the way early, and we forget how early days we are too. I mean, it's not like this technology's been in place for years and years and years. It's like the earlier we work these bugs out, but the louder they shout about it, the more fear they drive into the market. Like you said, Mobius, fear does sell, but it also is washing out, the lettuce hands at the same time. Like people that are not risk takers. They do not have an appetite for risk. They want out of there and stuff. And what happens when people wash their hands of risk and appetite? Other people, smart people, see opportunity, right? Lots of opportunity here. Anyway, sorry. Went up on that one. Here we go. SEC revises $22 million punishment against library, but instead they're seeking $111,000. Instead, so just
my gematria is going off just looking at those numbers. 22 million, and they're seeking 111,000. Was it settled on like 311 or something?
800. Oh my gosh, 8,844 total views. Illuminati confirmed.
There you go. It's so funny, but like
11 hours ago. Oh my god.
They say that like the library in the article, like library, because of its pending collapse or something of its token. I went on and looked at it on CoinMarketCap, and it's at like a penny. It was at 25. So it's down like 95%, just like 95% of all altcoins. So it was just hilarious that they're pretty much off the hook now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just for a cool. Yeah. Okay. So no criminal charges for Oregon Democrat, the D Party. We're just gonna call it the D Party around here. No, because I don't really feel like getting rugged or shadow banned any more than we already are on YouTube. So please hit the like button. Let them know that you actually enjoy, what's going on over here. So no criminal charges for Oregon D Party over here. Secret FTX cash. Let's talk about this. Can you see it at all? There we go.
There you go. The hypocrisy, it's a little is so funny. I mean, that guy, whatever his name is, he gave a ton of more. It was like $23 million to Republicans too.
Okay, so 23 million went to the R party. And then, okay, sorry, I got so lost in this article because I was scrolling down to find the gentleman's donation here. So the D Party of Oregon has reached an agreement with the state election officials to reduce a fine over failing to disclose the source of a $500,000 donation to a former ex-FTX executive. So they cut this thing down and give him a little slap for $35,000. Meanwhile, here he is donating like $23 million to the R party, and then don't worry about it because he's still holding on to $587 million. Because who is he? He's like, here he is, FTX, same guy. That's a lot of money floating around. But I guess you can buy your friends.
You do what you want, you get, and then you pay pennies on the dollar. You make $1 billion and pay $10 million. It's a slap on the wrist.
Oh yeah.
Now it's in the public light, and it's just so bad.
It is in the public light if you're reading the articles, but what else is being like flamed and fanned across mainstream nudia right now? Sorry, I was listening to a video about like secret keys and nudes and stuff, keeping them private. Still on the crypto topic. Anyway, Blockworks, here we go. Galaxy on-chain gives you, like, this is exciting news. I'm sorry about that. I would need to scoot it a little bit so you guys could see this. Galaxy on-chain over-the-counter options trade. Tell us about this, Adam. This is a little more exciting than I'm making it sound. Sorry.
Still, Galaxy on-chain OTC options. Can you just hold the head? Just read the headline, please.
But you do it so much better. You sound so much more official with it. Galaxy on-chain over-the-counter options trade key to finance evolution, which it is. We're going to be moving some money around here.
So what we saw, the last two companies, Coinbase and Gemini, just did what? They packed up and they opened derivative exchanges in the Bahamas and in the Caribbean. And it's almost like they had to get on their knees to Mike Novogratz and Galaxy Digital. They're the big boys around town. And in order to play ball, go take your shit offshore and go over there. We are here in the United States. You're not messing with us. That's what Gary's for. That's what everything behind the scenes, consensus, the Ethereum Foundation, they're dumping on your heads every bull market. They sold the top exactly. So Mike Novogratz, one of the biggest funds out here, is now at the heart. That's all the big money. That the OTC, that's where you go when you're buying $1 million, $2 million at a time. You're going to brokers, you're going to OTC desks. So the fact that they're now they have their puts and calls, and they shoved Coinbase and Gemini to the islands. That's hilarious to me. So it just shows everything's fallen into place just how we thought it would. And we're going to be able to use DeFi, and we're going to be able to bridge our stuff into their systems once it's all ready. We'll be able to take Pulsechain profits and buy a share at the St. or the Regis in Aspen, or the St. whatever the hotel is there that they just tokenized. Four Seasons somewhere in the French Riviera. There, if you want to buy a unit there, there'll be fractionized Rolexes or high-end sports car. It's all coming to one-stop shops, and we'll be able to use our liquidity with that, with XRP, with their liquidity pools. That's coming. I want to take my Pulsechain.
Stop moving your chair. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I want to take my Pulsechain, and I want to take XRP, provide liquidity in their decentralized pools that have no automated or no arbitrage, no impermanent loss. Flare is doing the same thing. They're building out pools that we can use that are incentivized. As they get bigger, they pay more yield. That's the opposite of what's going on right now. So instead of dumping into stable coins, sitting on the sidelines, I'm going to be providing Pulse, hopefully Pulsechain, XLM, Flare, liquidity on all those chains, just like people are doing now with Pulse, Pulsechain, Hex, and earning the incentive token. I see the incentive token is going way up in value. So it's going to be the same thing with the decentralized pools that are coming. XRP is going to be at the heart of all of it. And Ripple Labs, the company, is massive right now with what they're building in the back scene or behind the scenes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, you brought up Ripple, so it went straight over to Nasdaq's cryptocurrency exchange technology, a reliable, scalable SaaS platform. Where are they going to? They're going to Brazil.
No, they're opening here. They're opening here. Their partners own Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Nasdaq's crypto platform is coming in a month and a half, less than. And the company that they used to create their platform is in Brazil, and there's like 8 other banks that are using Ripple and their technology, and there's articles that talk about it. So either they have a blockchain that they built by themselves that's competition to Ripple, which I think will fail. Onyx and Providence blockchain are like the only 2 that I'm aware of that are up and running, that are going to even compete with XRP and with what they're building. So I don't know if they're using Ripple or not, but regardless, if they fail, there's 6 other banks that are using Ripple, and the fact that Nasdaq is using the same technology, they see where crypto's going, they see where the future is, and we are at ground at the beginning of what's going to change all of finance.
Yeah, look at here. XP Inc. XP Inc. is a Brazilian investment management company. The company offers fixed income equities, investment funds, and private pension products. They serve customers in Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, New York, Miami, London, and Geneva. So they're everywhere. Cross-border.
They Irwin too. They sponsored a F1 an F1 race in Brazil too. So everything is coming together. If you go rewatch like streams from 6-8 months ago of mine, just the headlines that I was reading are so polar opposite of what they are now. It's almost a joke. And the more you see that, and the more less you fear the nonsense that's being spewed by the media, the dollar's failing, inflation, it's all not what you think. We are not experiencing inflation. It's deflation. You cannot shut down the entire global supply chain because of the sniffles and put a diaper on your face and say inflation. There's the same amount, if not more dollars, chasing less goods that are being produced or sitting on shipping containers. It wasn't like, there was a lack of production. No, it was a manufactured collapse. So this is where we get shadow banned, and I don't really care. But this weekend I was in Albany, and I saw 3 people that I help with crypto, and I took their phones and looked at YouTube. Vibra was the only account that they were subscribed to on YouTube. Notifications they never get notifications ever. We're so shadow banned. It's hilarious.
Well, I mean, it would be hilarious if we weren't trying to spread the good word, right?
Right. I really don't care. I mean, it is what it is. People just have everything wrong. People that have no clue have the loudest voices on Twitter. Pulsechain and Pulsex are my 10th pre-sale I've been in. I've been rug pulled. I've made 25X's out the gate. Saucer Swap did a 3X out the gate, the last DEX we were in. All these projects, they do not just go up and do 10,000X. Like, they go up and they violently come down. You can see PulseX right now. I swapped some Pulsechain for PulseX at 3.4-ish, something like that. And now it's at almost 4. So PulseX is losing value to Pulsechain. And I think it's going to go down to about 5. So that's another 20%. So it's going to take 1 or 5 PLSx to buy you 1 Pulsechain. And, it's, I don't know. That's what I think, but we'll see. That bridge is coming soon. And we are, regardless if you're staking, providing liquidity, hodling, just don't do anything stupid. If this is good in 3 months, 6 months, there's going to be a time in the future where you feel like, man, I should have sold it back then. Why did I hang on to this? I'm going to dump it for whatever Hex or whatever Hedron, whatever else. Something else will be moving, and these 2 will be staying still. And when you least expect it, or you go to sell, they will take off, and then they'll start their bull market. There's always going to be, with these coins, a dump. So just be careful when the bridges come out. Don't let people hype you up. It's so easy to fall for this, like, oh my God, 100x is coming, drink the Kool-Aid, and then, nothing good comes from that.
I mean, it's coming, but on what timeline? What's your timeline there? So, I mean, yes, I mean, we don't have a crystal ball, so we could assume or speculate or like get really excited of the thought that 100x is coming, but until it actually comes to fruition, I mean, that's really why you need to have such a plan established so that you're not, oh man, I'm missing out on this. Man, I'm missing out on this. Like things happen so quickly in crypto, but instead of being afraid that you're going to miss out on these things without a plan, like it's better to just hold and ride and learn. Like use this time to learn. If you miss out on this one because you're in a learning process, you're going to learn that it's better to hold it than to get wrecked. And you'll learn it the good way. Don't learn it like I did and get wrecked doing stupid things. Right.
These cards right here, they make a difference. These are solid metal, these things. And everyone I've given these to didn't believe I was giving it to them. They're like, no, wait, I can keep this. You're not joking. I can have this. Like, no way. And I don't know, they just give a first impression of success, of 100x, of just like confidence. It's got the best look. I mean, these are awesome. So shout out to Jared at in Vegas out there.
Michelle Private Equity. Thank you so much for these cards, and you can find them.
We're gonna be giving a couple of them away. And when you give these to people, it's instant credibility. It really is. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, they're hefty too. They feel good. Like they have some weight for them. I actually went to a local networking event, and I didn't want to get rid of my only business card in here, and I knew I could get this one back because who's not going to be like, oh my gosh. So I put it in there, and I won like a bottle of champagne because somebody's like, oh, that was really fancy. I was like, yeah, but can I have my card back?
Yeah, well, now we got plenty of them.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I let them keep the card. But I really was like, all right, no, all right, don't resource card, give it away.
Yeah. So I mean, this is awesome times, and like this, it's gonna get volatile. Like, just ignore it. If you don't know what you're doing, ignore it. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and that number could go to 3. It could do the opposite because of just it's crypto. So you need to be prepared for that number to go to 3 and go to 5.
I mean, what was it at earlier? It was like 4.1.
No, it barely crossed over 4. It was like 4.01 or 4.02. But yeah, like 2 days ago it was 3.4, 3.5, and now it's slowly creeping up. So I really think it's going to go higher, but be prepared for both, like I said.
Yeah, well, don't do anything foolish. Know your moves. If you don't know, then don't get dirty or messy, whatever. Anyway, speaking of messy, Gwei was crazy pants last week and the week before, but it seems to be a little bit better. I mean, I say it's really bad when I say better at 50 or 60, right?
I know it was like low teens, and not even maybe 20 felt like months, and now 50 feels low. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw that earlier, it changed earlier. It was bouncing around. I hit 38. I was like, ooh, maybe you're getting closer to ending at stake than you thought.
I mean, yeah, you just got to, at this point, just bite the bull. I feel like you'll like end up doing what we're doing and driving yourself crazy looking at it constantly. I mean, and the thing with like Gwei is, it said, all right, it'll say Gwei's 40 and it's $12. If you set it for 50, it's like $12.08. If you set it for 30, it's like $11.94. So the numbers don't really matter. You still end up paying a huge. It's retarded or stupid. So, slow. Just like the bullet and bridge everything over to Pulsechain. It's so much faster, so much cheaper. And this is what it's here for. So I don't have to, on a 20,000 1.5 T-share stake that was 2 years old, spend $350 to end it. Like, that's crazy. It's almost 20% of the value of the stake. It's like, man, this isn't right. So let's like, oh, it's awesome that finally we're on Staker app. Everything's there. It's like we were talking about this, dreaming about this, and it's here. So I can't wait. And then, yeah, hopefully the XRP, the XLS30 comes through. We can provide liquidity with our massive bags of Pulse. If not, bridge it over to ETH and just do ETH XRP, or provide Pulse and Pulse PLS, or send it to. There's so many different opportunities out there right now. And the laws are all coming into place to favor us, that we can use DeFi. We can do whatever we want until you cash out into dollars or to your bank account, whatever it is. That's when you pay a taxable event. None of this, you know, on your paper gains, you got to pay tax on. That is not going to happen, in my opinion. NASDAQ is going to be happy enough going from 9 to 5 to 24/7. They'll make enough fees where they're not going to tax your paper gains if you're in a trade or something like that. So the future is going to be bright.
I mean, they can't complain about printing costs anymore, right? They can't complain about paper costs. Well, I think about that a lot, actually. And I think about I think how much efficiency this technology is bringing us already, and how much paper, like a paperless system that they've been trying to go to for years. But there's a certain generation that seems to like to hold on to paper things and can't file, or don't want to file them digitally. Like, they like to literally carry around books with them. So, I mean, like, you know, checkbooks and stuff. But anyway, before I go off on like a crazy tangent, I think about the pricing of things. So now that these companies have the ability to create efficiencies in their overhead, what are they going to do with that? I mean, really, like, are they going to actually go back and be like, just so you know, by the way, because we're like, now that we're saving all this money on employees, we're no longer going to charge you $8 for a bottle. I'm just throwing this out there. $8 for a bottle of shampoo. Now we can charge you $4 instead. Oopsie, sorry about like that upcharge for so long. Keep trusting our brand. I don't know. I get a little like fussy about those things because there's so much dishonesty out there. And I'm just talking about like products, like product market period. There's so much dishonesty out there when it comes to labeling and ingredients and the quality in them and things. And now we're going to be able to see all of this reliable, scalable technology as we see before our very eyes here. We're going to be able to see all these things in real time. You know, we're just in this era, right? This is the system that we're coming into. Energy's at play. I won't go any more sideways on this stream with that, but I'm just saying there are things that are coming into play that are outside of our control, and a lot of things are coming to light. This is really exciting that this is going to be one of them. More equality, more transparency, faster, reliable, because we're getting rid of like the well, you know, we had talked briefly about here we go. Sorry, I was having a hard time finding it over here in Oregon with the Tea Party, right? So speaking of organized crime, you know, here
Let's
we
just
are.
be honest. This is all about money. It's all about money. Crypto going digital. It saves them money. They don't have to have paper pushers in the office. The whole world is all about money, saving efficiencies, cutting out kinks in the armor, whatever they're doing. And this is what they need to compete. Blockchain and AI is the biggest threat to, and it's going to bring the most change. And we can front run this with cryptos, with different blockchains, with different stocks that are poly-signed, Ripple. There's so many different things out there, and just understanding what's going on and not thinking, you know, if you just read these headlines every day, you'll be chasing your own tail. You know, you really got to step back, and there's some truth to these headlines, but everything's about money. Everything is about power, consolidation, and funding you out of your bags.
Yeah, they want to be able to accumulate crypto and let's just use it as a broad term here. They want to be able to accumulate crypto for as inexpensively as possible. That's how whales eat. That's how whales are able to feed their belly, right? Like, they get all these tiny little shrimps in here. They're like throwing their money around. They're like crazy. And what do? They wait until you're exhausted and you can't swim anymore and you can't fight anymore. And then boom, they come in and they scoop you up. And then what happens? Like you get a little bit of, maybe you survive, you jump out of the side of the mouth, you live, you swim, you're like, man, I got some more cash. You float up to the top again, you get a little bit more energy. What happens again? Bam! They're going to catch you again, right? It's a never ending cycle. So like if you want to participate in this asset class for many, many years to come and you want to crush it, you really have to think like a whale. And if you're like itching to get rid of or swap out, opportunities that are here in front of us now today, I don't know. I guess I won't I don't know. I must be off on something tonight. I'm going off on tangents. I am sorry. I'm preaching for no reason. I apologize. I don't want to crash your stream because you put it together really well. So anyway, I don't want to see anybody wreck themselves. We're so early in these days and early in this ecosystem. And like you said, Adam, it's all a game to wash out weak hands because these players that play want to keep playing and they want to play for as long as possible, for as cheap as possible, because that's how they're going to just swallow everything and keep the monopoly going. So don't give them a chance.
We got our own, but that's why we have Pulsechain. You don't have, you can just ignore it all. And we have our own ecosystem, our own community. It's cheap. It's affordable now. Don't even worry about that stuff. It's all what you make of it. It's all how scary you make it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant. If you focus on where's the best yield, what with the banking system, the consolidation of BBDCs are all going to be an offer with universal basic income, or hey, shut your old banking system down or close that old account down and come over here. And you might have to spend that money within 6 months or a year, but we'll give you a little extra. It'll all be an offer. Everything will work out fine. And I really am starting to fear none of the tracking. We use digital dollars every day when we swipe our credit card. That's the only thing we need, is to be able to spend crypto with some kind of ID that KYCs us but doesn't leave a public trail. And it's coming. And the future, after watching interviews with CEOs, Stellar CEO with Franklin Templeton, they understand blockchain and AI. They understand where it's going, and they can't have these walled off gardens. They need interoperability, public blockchains. It's where the money is. It's so much cheaper. It's where people can come in with new ideas and take and run with it. Ordinals, look how fast that happened. Came from nowhere 6 months ago to $1 billion industry to now potentially having to go to Bitcoin Cash. Things happen so fast, and you don't want a walled off garden to miss opportunities on. The second you do that, someone's going to build something that just runs circles around you. This stuff change every 18 months. This stuff does a full 360-degree turn with technology. So what's new now will be completely old and stale in 18 to 24 months, and it's moving faster. So they can't regulate retroactively. So Europe right now is being consulted by A16, by Binance, by the biggest exchanges, the biggest digital asset owners in the world. They are not going to do anything to cripple their own pockets. They might, you might hear headlines and stuff, but at the end of the day, it'll all end up working out for the big guys, and we can front run that, and that we can leverage that to make it work for us. So the opportunities are endless out here. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, and we will crush it. This is our bull run. It's here. Pulsechain was the final tool in the shed to let Hex and DeFi thrive. You just couldn't do it with $500 stake end stakes. It just doesn't work. So I can't wait to see what's coming. We got some of these cards here. If anybody wants one, just reach out to Lindsay, and we'll send you out one. We got a couple hats here too.
I'll be picking somebody from the chat.
My bank doesn't qualify for the hat giveaway, but Robin or Mark Belli, I don't know, Russ, any of you guys want one, just reach out. We got a couple left and hopefully some more on the way. So we got to spread the swag. We got to look cool out there. Not only, green candles, but that swag too.
Yeah, these lids are so sweet. They really are. Look, and they're really crispy. Look, there's a little piece of cardboard and they're all protected.
Yeah,
They're
these are
really nice.
super awesome. Like this brim is like in real life, it looks way cooler. Like it
Yeah,
pops out.
it's really neat. And these cards, like I said, they'll stop a room in its tracks. So that's, for being here in chat. I will go through and pick one of you lucky chatters at random, and I will announce you on Twitter tomorrow. So make sure you follow us on Twitter at Vibra Finance so that I will tag your at YouTube handle. So just check. I'll pin it to the top of our Twitter for the afternoon. So congratulations, Bobby. He was our last winner. That we got his gear out to him, and thank you for the lovely message. I wanted to take more time to respond. It was so funny. Like you guys can message us at any time. You'll either get Adam or myself, and feel free to say what's up, man, what's up, dude, because that doesn't offend me at all. Figured you're talking to Adam anyway. If you address what's up, dude, I'll just pass. We just pass the accounts over. It's not a big deal. I don't get offended by those things because I want you guys to feel like you can come in, hang out in the inbox. That's what we're here for. We're here to participate and get you some sweet swag so you can get out there and keep spreading some Pulsechain hex game love out there. It's the only way we're going to get it done, right? We're already smart. We're already smart cookies. I'm all
Yeah,
good.
you got to get out there and get one of these to your fire roasted, right? Lit. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Shout out to fire roasted. I should send you a fire roasted one. There you go. There you go. Anyway, so I think that's all we have for today. Was there anything else that I'm missing? Oh yeah, don't forget to check your Zum wallets for your XCore airdrop. It was about time.
More passive income. Let's go.
Yes, I love that game. So thank you to Corium for the XCore drop. The strike price on that is $10. So giddy up. Let's see what they're gonna do. Their technology's growing. They got a lot of stuff coming up the pipe, so we'll see. And then also make sure you check. I don't know where you guys are delegating from. I like Bitfrost for my I like Bitfrost for my flare, but check your flare drops are coming. What, less than, I might be off, could be a few hours now. It was 22 hours 22 hours ago.
Yeah, it's like the next day or so. And yeah, Mobius was saying Atomic Wallet has it now, the flare drops built in, which is, I didn't check it out, but it looks awesome. So yeah,
all right, sweet. I like it.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm a fan of all crypto. Like, I want passive income. I want stress-free opportunity. I'd much rather put a couple $100 into Sologenics, knowing that I'm about to get 5 airdrops over the next year, which has led to more than I could have even imagined, than putting into Pepe or some meme coin. There's stuff out there like Kava up here, 19% staking on Atomic Wallet. Like, there's other passive income opportunities where you pretty much can't lose with Flare. The drops, there's 33 left. So even if you put $100 into it and get yourself like 3,000, 4,000 coins, whatever it is, you can delegate that and you'll get, 600 or 500. It'll be like 18, 17% your next drop. And you get 30 of them. It 10x's your bag just for holding it. So it's like, I don't know how you lose with opportunities like that, with the liquidity providing on Pulsechain, with that's coming on XRP. We are so early to all this, and yeah, I just can't wait to just crush it and be a part of it with everybody.
You're already crushing it. What do you mean you can't wait to crush it? You're already crushing it. Let's be serious.
Well, I mean, I'm still waiting for Luna to pump, so okay,
well, you might be getting crushed if then. Never mind. Lunar crushed.
Someday.
Oh, we'll see. You and Rags will be floating on your own island waiting for your own boats. When Luna?
So I know I might create Luna Texan or something like that.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's not go too
Texan Luna. Yeah, there we go.
Ultimate
meme coin.
Right
They put a frog down and the Texas flag together. Tex Luna, the ultimate meme. The meme of memes.
All right, before we get too silly, I think we'll wrap it up here. Do you still have my address? Is there any swag left over? Tin Top. Yeah, I do have your address. I got your Addy. I could get something out to you, no problem. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Redbird, it's good to see you. Scarlet Rose, thanks for tuning in here. It's good to see you. Oh man. Hey, Facing Reality. I didn't even get to go through chat tonight at all, but I really appreciate all of you guys for being here. This is really fun. So anyway.
Yeah, well, we've had these hats since September of last year. I carried a big box. So it was the other Bobby was on the golf course and the box of hats got ran over by a golf cart. So I was crawled under a cart and like pulled them out, and I had to throw a couple out that were destroyed. So I carried them and then like taped it back together and carried it on the airport by hand and threw it on the overhead thing, and have had them for since September. So these things have they've been sitting and chilling for a long time.
These things have grit. These things have grit. They've been through it. They've been through the bear market, man. No, really, the entire box went underneath. So Adam was awesome, and he helped the Hex ladies out for the Pulsechain Pulse Masters tournament, golf tournament this September. And yeah, that was sober too. Like those hats just went flying, but he saved them. He jumped off of the golf cart like I've never seen, lifted the tires up with one finger. It was like crazy. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you never know what you're gonna do.
No.
When the time calls.
I thought somebody dropped a baby under there. I was like, oh, well, my gosh, what happened? Isn't a baby an armadillo? No, it's a box of hats. But these were like just probably about as precious. Let's be serious.
They are.
All right. I don't know why I compared a baby and an armadillo to something precious. Like babies are precious. Armadillos are disgusting. But anyway, I must be getting tired because I'm getting a little giggly. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. We'll see you in the morning.
Me too, before I embarrass myself anymore. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you later. See you tomorrow morning. Well, I probably won't. I'll probably get fired tonight for all the nonsense I caused tonight. But it's Pulsechain. Bubbles are popping. It's all green. See you later.